Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm from the Learning Center at Red Willow, and I'm here with Jenifer Hoover. And Jenifer is the Hot House Yoga person. She's the owner of Hot House Yoga. And as you all know, by this point, we are in the process of raising money for our Freedom on the Inside program, which is our jail yoga and soon-to-be combination meditation program for the inmates at Missoula County Detention Center. So we do women's classes, men's classes, as well as juvenile classes. So it's been pretty exciting. We see about 100 student contacts a month, which is a lot of people, when you think about the incarcerated population. So Hot House Yoga has agreed to help us in this process of raising money. And I'm here to talk to Jenifer today about her involvement in yoga, why it's important to her, and then by extension, why yoga in the jails. So over to you.
So yoga in general, I think, is important for,
right.
I wish everybody had to take yoga.
Yeah.
For me, I started with injury and have found a lot of healing through that. I feel like yoga is for everyone, no matter what their life is perfect, or like some of the inmates, it seems like it's at this point maybe imperfect.
Right.
It definitely helped to keep them physically feeling better, but the mental, emotional part, I believe, is what's really key to just kind of change that mindset and move forward.
Right, exactly. And I think I remember you telling me that you've had some experience doing not necessarily yoga in the jail or detention center setting, but you've done some other work yourself.
Yes, a little bit when I lived in Miami. When I was in school, we did a program for the women's jail, so we brought dance in. So similar thing, just movement, freedom of enjoyment.
Exactly.
Change in their mental state, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. And so there's a lot of research out there that tells us that yoga studio or yoga programs in either prisons or detention centers like jails across the country, that the results of those programs are that the correctional officers see fewer behavior problems. There's kind of a calmness that happens. So I think that this whole idea of having something else to do besides sit and think about what you did.
Focus on the problem.
Focus on what's next. So in your experience, in terms of owning a yoga studio and working with the students that you work with, because you're an instructor yourself, this whole idea of freedom on the inside is, so it's the idea, of course, that this is an inside job, and the idea of being incarcerated but still having the opportunity for that, I think is really important as well. So do you see that in?
Yeah, super powerful, and I do feel like the main thing of yoga is just that awareness of self-awareness.
Right.
And not only of the mind, but starting to see physically how we can heal mentally. And and just also when things are going good or bad, they're temporary. So I feel like the yoga, the meditation part of it is a tool to allow us to recognize that and to move forward. Right. Again, continuing to move forward.
Exactly. Yeah. It's because it's always about what's next.
Yes.
Right. What's next, and the impermanence of whatever situation we find ourselves in. And that's, I think, what is, and I think you said it really well, it's really part of why, especially in a situation with an incarcerated, population, that having that capacity to be able to be where they are, understand that they're where they are for whatever brought them there, and to have a practice space every week that gives them a different opportunity to look at things through a different lens or a different perspective.
Yes, I think that's right. And a sense of peace and calm through that.
Right.
Maybe something that will help them carry that as they leave.
Right.
To turn that switch.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's also important to recognize that these are people that are going to be returning to our community, You know, they're going to get out, and they'll be our neighbors, they'll be our employees, perhaps they'll be our colleagues at work. You know, we don't really know, and so I think, you know, the idea of giving them these tools of self-awareness and the ability to you know, self-reflect, all of those things that the yogic philosophies, I think, bring to practice.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are really excited to be able to do yoga in the jail. I think one of the things that our instructors say almost to an instructor is that they really, really like teaching there, because it's a audience that is so grateful. They're so grateful, and I'm sure that you saw that when you were.
Yes, and I've heard that from the instructors as well.
Yeah, one-on-one. So it's the population it's a really different kind of yoga, and it's also something that's really appreciated, and those of us who are engaged in yoga in the community or engaged in this particular program, I think yoga in itself is important for everybody, as you said. And there's been a couple of comments from the incarcerated population that they say, I think that everybody should do yoga. You know, so kind of echoing exactly how you opened our conversation. So they agree.
Yay.
Yay, there you go. All right, so if you would like to help raise and contribute some money to our Freedom on the Inside fundraising program that runs through the end of August, so we have another 5 or so weeks to make our goal of $9,000, and we are well on our way. We cracked 2,500 this week, so we're looking good, yeah. And it's pretty easy to do. You can go to our website at www.redwillowlearning.org, and there's a gigantic button on the homepage that says Make a Gift. I mean, we made it really big, you know, so it's easy to find. And then when you get to the donation page, there is an opportunity to choose the program area that you want to support, and you would just a little drop-down menu, and it's Freedom on the Inside. So it's a really easy way to do that. And then also, Jenifer has, you know, envelopes and materials here that if you are in the studio and you're motivated and moved to make a gift, there are also ways here that you can pick up a donation envelope and make a gift that way as well. So we really appreciate Jenifer's help with this, and thank you so much for what you contribute to the yoga community in Missoula.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at the Learning Center. Our phone number is area code 406-721-0033. Thank you so much.